Yokai, and today I'm going to be doing a reaction to the Grand Theft Auto Trilogy Definitive Edition trailer. Um, I am interested in this series. Been a big fan of Grand Theft Auto since Vice City for me personally. I did play 3. Later on, I had to go back to play 3. And obviously, going from a newer title to an older title, you see a lot of the flaws that were in it. So 3 is definitely not one of my favorites. It's probably my least favorite out of all of the 3D era games. But I also didn't play it when it was brand new. Hold on, let me see if I can adjust this a little bit. Sorry it's so bright. It's just, if I don't have enough light, you can't see anything, but then I have too much and I'm super, super bright. So, hopefully you can bear with it. Um, but I thought they were pretty good games back in the day. I still really enjoy them. And I think that sometimes they're actually better than the HD Universe games like 4 and 5. Even though 5 has way more content and 4 is that weird, awkward, like in between, personally. Like, I thought 4 was a bit overrated, especially when it came out. Um, but now I have a more respect for it and a more found more enjoyment out of it. But here, this is supposed to be like a remaster of the games, and they're supposed to be better. So hopefully, we'll see what that's like, and maybe it'll be okay. So let's get into it. Also, hopefully, I have a balance of the audio better this time.
Hello?
So yeah, that's already a great way they did that, where you can see the old game, and then like they like wipe it, and you see like a better version of the game. I think that's a better way of doing it.
I got a little job for you, pal.
See, yeah, 3 looks a lot better.
They mess with me, they mess with the biggest boy in town.
I'm glad to see things back the way they used.
Yeah, CJ looks way better, and so does Sweet. Like, I think that this is a much better way of re-releasing these games instead of that other remastered that they tried to do back in the day on like iPhone or whatever. Like, those versions of the games were just terrible, especially San Andreas, because they re-released the iPhone versions for consoles like the 360, and when you didn't know that and you got the game, it was a huge letdown. Like, I think I only played like maybe 25% of the actual story before I got so mad about all the changes in the game, especially when I found out that there was music tracks that were missing. That really made me mad. And I understand it's a licensing thing, but look, if you're not gonna be willing to redo the licenses for songs or cars or whatever in your games, then don't put them in there. I know it sounds like a horrible thing, but I rather have generic cars and generic music created by the developers than have the real cars and real music, and then 20 years later, those things have to be removed because of licensing. If you can't renew it, don't resell it and don't put it in the game. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel about it. Now, that looks a lot better. I like that a lot. 3 had a huge upgrade.
Well, that ought to put the coyote in the chicken coop, huh?
Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
That looks
And if
nice.
he's ratting us out, kill him.
It's easy. Haven't you ever seen a movie?
You say it like it's a bad thing.
Classic. November 11th, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, the Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. So it's basically, it's coming out for all current platforms and last-gen platforms. So that's pretty interesting. Let's see if there's anything at the end of the video. Rockstar. I think that's it. Well, that was a really short trailer, and honestly, I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't show more. I know that it's not a huge priority for the company because it's just a re-release of an older game with better graphics. Um, but you see, the thing is that I am concerned, just like a lot of other players, that because of what one of the things that they said they were going to do is basically adapt the game for a modern audience. And every time a developer has said that, they've removed things that are considered to a lot of people now to be problematic. But if you think about it, almost everything is considered problematic nowadays. It's just like you can't do that. You can't just remove everything problematic because then the games aren't fun. And the whole reason why the games were made like that back in the day was to push the envelope and was to make people uncomfortable. But now it's so popular that they're like, well, we can't really do that anymore. And it's like, yes, you can. That's what made you popular to begin with. And if you start to go back on that, you're going to push people away from your franchise. And because you're taking so damn long to make a new game, it's making even more people not want to play it. Like GTA 5 has been the most recent GTA for like 8 years now. That's a long time. And whenever you incorporate the fact that this is just a remaster, it's just an old games being re-released. Yeah, I'm still interested in getting them so I can play them, but I also want them to do Liberty City Stories and Vice City Stories remastered like this. But I don't want them to remove anything. I don't care if people are offended by what's in the game or not. If you don't like it, don't buy it. Vote with your wallet. And if other people like it, well, guess what? Your vote doesn't matter. So if you if you have some kind of objection to what's in the game, you don't have to play it. You don't have to buy it. So don't remove anything because all you're going to do is make people mad who are already fans of the game to begin with. And if you're trying to get more fans by removing content that a lot of people deem to be problematic, well, then you're just going to make fans who are already there mad, and you're not really going to gain any more. You're appealing to the wrong demographic. You need to appeal to the people who have been there from the beginning. You know, it just doesn't make any sense to me that you would remove that or change it. That's just stupid. But we know they're going to do it, and we've already started to see evidence of this. So hopefully it's not over the top and it's not too much. I still want to get them just because it's a new way to play the old games. But I will always complain about things that were removed for no reason, then it might hurt someone's feelings. Because at the end of the day, they never cared about that before, so why start now? It doesn't make any sense. Regardless, I am still interested in the game. That does look really good, and especially for Grand Theft Auto 3, which it really needed it. It really needed an update to make the game look remotely good. By this point, sixth generation games, the PlayStation 2 era, is really starting to look its age. Like with the 360 era, the previous generation, before the most current one, oh well, actually 2 generations ago technically, the sixth generation consoles are obviously starting to really show their age. So having some of these games being remastered for newer systems and really amping up how they look, I think is a really helps because if you go back and play some of these older games, you may still love them, but a lot of the issues that are caused by either console limitations or just not having the foresight until later titles really shows. So yeah, I'm still interested. I hope this game's not full price because it should not be $60-$70. It just should not be that much. And it's not like Take-Two needs that kind of money. They can offer this for like $40 or 30. You know, it should not be $60 or $70 or even more. If it's more than 40, I'm gonna be so mad. And I'll probably wait until it's a lot cheaper to get it. And I would recommend that to other people as well. These are still old games at the end of the day, so there's no reason to pay full price again for them. I just don't see the point. Anyways, hopefully you liked the video. Hit the like button if you feel like I earned it. Subscribe if you feel like I earned it. And I really want to try and get to 30 subscribers by the end of the year. Hopefully you guys will come through with me on this. Only about 40% of the people who watch my videos are subscribed, and the other half are not subscribed. So if you're one of the people who are not subscribed, dude, it's free. Why are you not subscribing? Just subscribe. Hit the notification bell, and if you have any interest in my videos, you will see them pop up in your notifications. So just go ahead and do it. You have nothing to lose and only more content to gain. Even if it's not the best content on the platform, you're just getting more. So what's wrong with that? At the end of the day, it is your choice, but hopefully you'll help me out and subscribe. Also, share any videos if you want, and leave a comment. All that really helps, and I appreciate it. This is Yokai. I'm signing out. Have a good one.